Hey guys, FilthyRobot here, continuing our playthrough of Warhammer 40k Sanctus Reach. And we wanted some skirmishes. I reached out to the PR people who at Slitherine, who got me a copy of this press copy of the game, and asked some clarification questions on some of the combat systems. I'm not 100% sure I understood their email, and I'm waiting on a second follow-up to that, but I think I understand a little bit more, and I'm curious now if we will see that. So let's do, I just want to quickly jump into one of these other skirmishes over here. We'll go back towards the longer missions in just a moment. And I want to see if we can make use of this new information in some way that's actually impactful on our campaign. So I figured out what some of these friggin' stats mean, like power and heavy armor versus light armor. Hypothetically, I'm not entirely sure that we're correct on that yet, but we're getting closer to that. So I want to see if I can test some of that in the actual game itself and see if that actually has some sort of impact on how I play. I'm not sure it does, but we'll see. So power is crit. I don't know why it's called power and not crit, but that's all it is. It's literally a crit modifier. And a crit is a 2.0 damage hit in this game, and power is a % chance of crit. Alright, let's take a look. 2600, good for us. Fought on this map before. Gonna get a predator. Disappointment. Alright, that's fine. The rhinos are doing extremely good work for us. I've been liking... I want to look at this Thunderwolf again. 80 power, 80 piercing. I don't even understand how this can be a stat. Because power is a chance to crit, and piercing is a... I'll explain piercing in a minute, at least how I understand it. And it may be updated in the next, week or so of when I get back with these PR people on the actual numbers. But hypothetically, this is meaningless because we're missing a damage modifier at the end of that. So piercing, if I understood the latest email correctly, there's two rolls. There is a normal damage roll, which is based on power, damage, which also isn't on this guy. Maybe damage just doesn't show up on this. Damage shows up in game. Alright, so we'll talk about that when we get in game then, because it should be showing me a damage number here, and it's not. And now I've definitely seen damage numbers, so it must just be something that shows in game but not on this screen for whatever friggin' reason. Maybe the damage is over here somewhere? No. Alright, I don't care. Doesn't make any difference for this portion. Let's grab we have the pack leader guy. I didn't much care for this pack leader. He's got a grenade, but long las. Yep, sold. What else do we have? Got the guns, blood claws. This is the pack leader with the accuracy ammo. Land speeders have not been doing it for me recently. I do like the Thunderwolves, mostly I like them because they're tanky. Swift class squadrons, those are the bikers, right? The bikers are pretty good. The twin bolters make me happy. Although I do want to look at that compared to just a regular bolter squadron. So bolter squad, this is 45, 10, 83, 6. 45, 10, 100, 3, 6. So the bolters are a little bit more accurate, but the Swift class squadrons are a hell of a lot more mobile. We also have a long fang. I'll keep that. We have the Storm Bolter Terminator, who I like. This is another Storm Bolter Terminator. Could be good. Kind of expensive. Skyclaws are alright. It's another Swift Claw squadron. Second Thunderwolf. Claw, multi-gun, blood claw. 200 points remaining. Pack leaders are pretty cheap. They're at 120x. They're not very good. That's why they're at 120. Bolter pack. I am only on 2 bolter packs right now. 2 Terminator bolter packs, so a little bit slower. but a little bit tankier. Could run a Skyclaw here. Kind of like double Skyclaws. That would be 320 though. I'd have to get 120 points back. And I don't think I picked anything as cheap as 120 points anywhere. Let's make the math easier for myself. So if I return, what, one of the Thunderwolves? We have 2 Thunderwolves right now. Kind of liked the Thunderwolves though. So what could I take instead of the Skyclaw if I didn't want to do that? His ability to pop over these little barrels wasn't terrible. Maybe I drop one of the second Terminator squads and give me 500 points and pick up. How many Skyclaws are available? Just 2. Two of those is 320. If I had 500, that'd give me 180 remaining. I could pick a bolter pack. So I give up one of my Terminator squads, which is a little bit unpleasant. Did these Terminator squads accumulate any experience yet? Or are they all still sitting around at 400? This guy got experience. Stalker scope. Plus 2 tiles max range and 30% weapon accuracy. That's incredible. That makes me so happy. It gives him 8 range. Really? I want to level the other one now. I want 8 range in all my Terminators. Fine, we're just taking one Skyclaw. Okay. No melta guns. A little bit weak on vehicle damage again. No flamers. Guess what we're running though. Let's do it. Deploy mode. Which one is this? Okay, this is the one where we defend 5 victory points. So we just had this fight like two missions ago basically. With slightly different point value. They had slightly more point value last time. Oh, fuck that. You guys see what I see? I hate the battle wagons. They're so nasty. Oh, by the way, we should see weapon stats now. Yeah. Damage got added to this weapon stat that is not visible on the deployment screen. Wonder if that's a bug or if they're deliberately hiding that. I can't imagine they're deliberately hiding that. So let's take a look. This is what I needed to see. Okay. So now I can explain what I've been told if I'm understanding this correctly, and this might change in a couple episodes' time, but hopefully not. Here's what I understand. So power is a critical chance modifier, as is piercing. They're 2 separate rolls. So how the roll works is you take your accuracy, and if you hit, you're gonna multiply. You're gonna take your power as a critical modifier. If so, this is an 80% crit chance with the power axe, basically. If it crits, it's going to do 2 times weapon damage. So it will do 70 weapon damage. Then it's going to be reduced by 2 attributes. It's going to be reduced once by ballistic armor and once by heavy armor. The ballistic armor chance to reduce is literally the value there. So it's a 78% chance on this guy that he will reduce normal damage. And the damage reduction ranges from 12.5% to 50%. Alright, that's step 1. Then normal damage is also additionally reduced by heavy armor, and there's a 45% chance that normal damage is additionally reduced by heavy armor here for the same values, between 12.5 and 50% damage reduction. So if our lowest roll here with the power axe versus a target with 78 normal armor and 45 heavy armor, and this is just the normal part, because there's two parts to this. There's the normal part and the piercing part. The normal part would be lowest roll. So we failed our crit roll. We had an 80% chance to roll a crit and we failed. It would be 35 times maximum ballistic armor roll, which is 0.5, times maximum heavy armor roll. So it would be a 78% chance that they did reduce with this armor, and it reduced the maximum amount, which is 50%, and a 45% chance they reduced with this armor, and it also reduced by the maximum amount, which is 50%. So that would be 35 times 0.5 times 0.5. That would be the minimum damage we're likely to see out of that, which is half of 17.5, which is what, 8 3/4. So that would be our minimum damage supposedly that we can do to a target with these armor groupings, which doesn't actually seem right to me. Because I think we rolled lower than that already. I think we hit some guy for 3 a minute ago. And that's before the second part. The second part of that damage is now the power portion. And power is another critical modifier. So, or piercing rather is another critical modifier. And piercing damage is only reduced by heavy armor. And so this guy would also have a 80% chance to crit with the piercing element of that. And the piercing element only goes through 1 round of damage reductions, which is a 45% chance to be reduced by heavy armor. And the heavy armor reduction is between 12 and 50 again. Okay, all of that said, I don't know if that's right or not, because what that implies, and the email wasn't 100% clear on this, is that there's every round of attacking a target who has heavy armor and light armor, rather every time you attack with a character who has both power and a piercing value, you're rolling twice, and those damage numbers are being added together. So I'm curious now to see if I buy that after 1 round of fighting, or if I'm misunderstanding the email and the additional round of clarification questions might clean that up. Because the way he wrote it implied that there were 2 rounds. Okay, but anyways, that's probably too much theory for this. I just want to understand how the game works because it lets me make better decisions, and I find it enjoyable understanding what all the stats in the game do, so I can min-max the shit out of whatever stats are valuable to me. Alright, we gotta kill this stupid battle wagon. So, by the way, we can now look at this guy, and now we can understand what these numbers mean. So this guy has 350 health, which is a lot. He's got 90 ballistic armor, which means he has a 90% chance to reduce non-piercing damage to him, and he's got 160-40 heavy armor, which means depending on which area you attack him from, the front, the sides, or the back, he has a 100% chance, a 60% chance, and a 40% chance to reduce all damage. So regular armor is going to be reduced 90% of the time once, and then 100% of the time you shoot him in the front again. So regular damage going into this guy, non-piercing damage going into this guy is guaranteed to be reduced by at least 25%, and possibly, well, actually not reduced by 25%, reduced by 12% twice, or sometimes it can be reduced up to 50% twice, if I understand what they've told me with that. All right. So he's tanky as fuck is the take home from that. The TLDR was he's tanky as all shit. The opposite with these Death Copters, right? Well, no, not really. 200 HP, a lot less chance with that. I wonder if I was assuming the damage reduction roll is independent of the amount of damage reduced is independent of the chance to be reduced. So if this guy rolled successfully on reducing damage with his ballistic armor, that the amount the ballistic armor reduced is not proportional to the roll of whether or not he reduced it. But I wonder if that is also the case. So we'll see. We'll see. Supposedly they're going to release an advanced combat guide, which would be super helpful. But at this stage, when I'm recording this prior to release, there is no such thing out there quite yet. Alright, so this is the middle point that we're going to be fighting over. No, we have 5 points. All the points we're going to be fighting over. I want to kill all this shit as it moves forward, but I don't want to get wrecked by this thing. It's going to make it... The battle wagon with super cannon was super annoying last time. I want to put a bunch of wolf riders in here, and I want to go wreck that if it comes up. They have really high... if we look at them, the power axe, accuracy kind of sucks, but the damage isn't amazing. Well, they're 35. I haven't looked around. What does 35 compare to? 35 actually looks pretty good. What's the damage on this stupid war cart? Damage 80. That's why this thing is such a monstrous piece of crap. With 95 pierce. So, it doesn't tell me its power. But this means it has a 95% chance to crit when it shoots. Oh, God. I don't want to be shot by that ever. But I'm hiding wolf riders over here. So I want to go beat it up and kill it before it can hurt me. Let's hide some bikes over here. I know I have troops spread everywhere, like that's gonna help anyone whatsoever. Alright, I want to also deploy some the transport with my happy set of dudes. Long Laz. And Long Fang. There. These are the slower but high damage Terminators. So is this a one-shot thing, or is it just always that? I hope it's always that, but maybe it's just a one turn thing you activate that for. I don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's assume that. Kind of wouldn't mind deploying the Terminators over this way. Maybe again behind here. Bikes got pretty good movement. I can maybe make a little bit of room for the bikes like this. Or a little bit of room for Terminators, rather. Slower one in the front. And more bikes over this way. Just trying to use cover so I don't get wrecked by that stupid thing in the first turn. And you can hide in there. Should be okay. Alright, everybody's deployed. I'm not missing some troops just hanging out somewhere. Oh, the gray on the minimap is my troops. Okay, let's do it. Smash him! Oh god, they've got another goddamn mega thing. I don't want to deal with the Gorgonaut at all. I don't like how open this is either. It's going to make it really hard to hide and do anything. I could deploy. How fast is this bad boy? Oh, that's right. It's the one stat I can't tell when I click on guys is speed. Quad link big shooter, 8 range, 100 accuracy, 20 damage, 20 shots. So that's 400 damage. Oh my god. Gotta kill this Death Copter. Is this range 12? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Holy shit, he can shoot me from like right over here. Alright, let's check out this new ability here. If we want to shoot him from there, we can just shoot him from there. Oh yeah, we can.
For us and the All-Father!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoot him from there. I got lied to about the accuracy. Quite enough, annoyingly. Maybe shoot him with the bike. Oh, are any of my bikes the promoted bike? I did have one promoted bike somewhere. Okay. Kill a couple Gretchens. They're like 0-point deployments for them, but how are we gonna kill this? Can't get to it. We get to it there. It's gonna be protected by a bunch of line of sight stuff, right? Question is, do I start trying to do damage to the Gorgonaut? I don't know. Feels like a bad idea. Feels like this battle wagon's gotta be the one that we kill. Let's run over here for now. Wish I could deploy troops in the Rhino. We'll have line of sight there. Small structure, I very much doubt it. Would very much like to kill the Death Copter. This open ground deploying versus range 12 mega fucking Godzilla bots is not what I want to do. Probably fly down here and shoot me. Still want to dodge the war truck. Do a chunk of damage to us over here too. Anyway, I can kill that. My suspicion is no, right? Dug in to me. Alright, rather than waste our time with that, I'm gonna load this transport up and wait. If he does choose to land there, I want to shoot him in the face. And you only shot once. Alright, not a great turn. I really would have liked to have killed their fast movers. Like that thing.
Death from above.
That was a much bigger hit the second time, unfortunately. He's hitting me from behind cover. It's annoying. Alright. Some damage there. We can deploy and actually do damage this round. Kinda. Terminators are still in kind of bad spots. Too slow. Gotta do damage to that. I think we can kill it this round. What's gonna shoot us there? Gretchen's. So the helicopter needs to die, as to maybe try to get some damage in the battle wagon. I think the bikes can kill the helicopter. Probably even get up here and shoot the helicopter, but I'm pretty sure there's an enormous fucking Godzilla plot standing right there. Doesn't make me particularly pleased with anything. Could move and look. Oh, look! It's Godzilla! It's gonna be bike damage in here. So let's think about this. If I can get behind him, which I actually can get behind him with that character and this character, we can hit him in his rear armor. Rear armor, only 40% chance to reduce damage. And these guys are pretty high piercing. So I'm pretty sure their base damage ought to be reasonable versus that. I don't know if I can do 350 damage to it though. Maybe with the rockets as well. so we gotta kill the copter. Not block our guys. Oh, he's getting really heavy cover here. Go there, it says. Alright, let's eat the grot shots. Think about this damage. Twin Link Bolter, damage 20, power 45, piercing 10. Versus what? 40 side armor, 62, so. Alright. So we're hypothetically still getting 2 rolls here. If I understand that correctly. Very nice, we crit him a fuck ton of times. Man. Oh, lucky guy, what can I say? Alright, left him at 1. Probably do 1 damage from there. Good. Just absorb that. What's our... We do have 24 frontal heavy armor. And they're just Gretchens, right? Keeps telling me he'll shoot us and then he doesn't. I need to kill the burner boys as well. Probably do that with the transport. We want to bring the heavies over here, pop them out, shoot that guy. He probably only kills 1 guy, right? Maybe 2 if we let him get 2 shots off. He's got all these fucking free abilities, doesn't he? Free bonus attack, cone AoE 4, free bonus attack, twin link rocket launcher, free bonus attack. Holy shit, I don't want to go near that guy. We did 350 health for that. There's no way we do that in 1 round. I don't think. Well, maybe. It's really going to depend entirely on the rolls from here. So, we need to get our ass over here then. Getting cover. It's obnoxious. Alright. Hitting from the back, chance to hit 135%. I don't know why it's so accurate, considering my accuracy says 70%, but there's some modifier there. There's hidden accuracy modifiers. There's speed, apparently, is a hidden accuracy modifier, so I don't know if that means speed when it approaches you. This guy's stationary right now. But hypothetically here, let's take a look at our rolls. We're looking at 40 in the back, 40% chance to reduce damage. So, and then 90% reduce damage there, but we're using piercing. So half our damage will be reduced by both, and half our damage will only be reduced by this second one over here. So we'll see. 36. How does that... So we do 35 base damage. It's supposed to be a chance at a crit. So we failed our crit roll there. On both weapons? I don't know. Failed a crit roll again. This is unlikely to me. Let's see how the next 2 do. Another failed crit roll. That can't be right. The guy told me that power is crit chance, but we just rolled 4 80% crit chance in a row and failed all 4 of them. That seems extremely unlikely to me. In fact, what does that actually do? 0.2 times 0.2 is it's 0.2 to the 4th, right? Let's take that up real quick. 0.0016. So this is a 0.16% chance, is that right? So 20% chance times 20% chance is a 4% chance times 0.2 times 0.2. Yeah, it's a 0.16%. That can't be right. The information he's giving me has got to be wrong. Alright. So this is going to be a lot less damage because the chainsword power is only... piercing is a lot lower, so we get a less roll on that, on the weaker armor. This fact might not even do enough damage to make it worthwhile. I'm not sure yet. I'll think about that in just a moment. Alright. I want to get line of sight on this guy. These are all giving cover. I might have to go a little bit further. Right there. And there. Gretchen's finally decided to shoot, huh? Okay. Oh, he can't. Yes, I can. Alright. Las cannon, 100% pierce. That should be 100% crit chance. And I don't think these guys hit 100% crit 100% chance. So there must be... Yeah, it didn't crit there. There must be another modifier here.
Target locked!
I can grenade as well. What's the grenade do? Photon flash, 4-tile LOS range. That doesn't look like he's dying yet. We've done a lot of damage to it, but we've gotten no crits out of this. Can still deploy a rocket launcher, although this small structure is going to be in the way. Oh, wrong thing. That's double crit.
It's just a scratch,
At
boss.
90 HP from a single crack missile. So what does a crack missile do? Is that squared all with what we've been told to believe? It's 30 damage. So 30 damage with the crit on that would be 60, assuming the piercing part minus, what did we just do, 90? So 90 is above what this single one could crit for, and it says it's a one-shot weapon even though it animates with 2 shots. So either there's something to do with the fact there's 2 guys in the squad each carrying one of these weapons, or those are the 2 rolls, because that would make sense. If there was a crit roll off the regular roll and a crit roll off the other of the piercing roll, which it should do because we have power 80 and piercing 80, so that should be double crits there. But then why did the other ones not crit so often? No, there's something wrong with what he's told me. This information is not accurate. Alright, 31 health, but not dead. Any chance we can kill it? Now we have to do is roll crits. But this thing has 10 piercing and 45 power, 20 damage. Ooh, what's that? Shaken? No, it's just a health point modifier. No good. It's not dead. That's extremely bad for us. I'm gonna try this grenade thing, I think. %40 weapon accuracy, 40%, minus 40% combat skill. What does that even mean? It's gonna hit all my own guys too. I mean, I suppose we still have one shot here. Oh, we have melee attacks. Right. 21. Seems pretty good. Hey, we got it. I'm really excited about that. I'm kind of doubting it was going to die. So we don't have the flamer taken care of. It'd be nice to do some damage to him. Probably go there and do it. Too bad I don't have a second shot. Alright, can't make it around the corner. Can't make it around the corner. Can I get anywhere in here that I could actually shoot the flamer from? Maybe. Looks a little bit sketchy being so close to this guy though. So we should set reaction fire like this. We should face this way. Set reaction fire this way. Suppose you guys should actually probably shoot this guy. Okay, let's bring over Terminators. Hide the bike. Alright, need to cut the part here. See you guys soon. Thanks for watching.